अस्सलामुअलैकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ 9th क्लास। इंग्लिश में हमारा टॉपिक जो चल रहा है U3 से हमारी पॉइंट ऑन किलिंग ए ट्री। तो कल से हम इस पॉइंट को पढ़ रहे हैं। आज इसका ये दूसरा लेसन है। आज इंशाल्लाह हम इसको कंप्लीट करने जा रहे हैं। तो कल हमने देखा कि दिस पॉइंट इट हैज़ बीन रिटन बाय ग्रीव पटेल. What message poet gives to us from this poem on killing a tree? It should not be misunderstood. It doesn't mean that, as I told you yesterday, on killing a tree, poet doesn't want to encourage us to kill a tree, but it is just he symbolizes the tree with the deep-rooted evil in the society. So, as I told you yesterday, that as a strong tree is unable to be cut simply by simple blows or by simple chopping, it is impossible. If we do so, it can grow new twigs, it can grow new branches and poles, which will attain the former size. In the same way, the evil in the society needs to be rooted out. If we just simply cut the tree, the work is not complete. So, in the same way, this tree has deep roots, it is deep rooted, it is supported by the roots. So these roots need to be exposed and dig very deep to expose these roots. When the roots are exposed, then they can be cut, then it can be tied with a strong rope and it can be pulled. Then it's possible that we can kill a tree so that there are no chances of sprouting new buds or new branches to the tree. This was a recapitulation of the yesterday's lesson. Now, what yesterday we have simply read that with simple blows this tree cannot be killed, so it will attain the former size. It will attain the former size again if we will do so. Now, what is today's message? No, the root is to be pulled out. Now, the poet says the root of the tree is to be exposed, is to be dug out very deep in order to pull it out, in order to weak it out of the anchoring earth. Anchoring means giving support. This is the root which gives support to this tree. The tall and strong tree stands with the help of this root. This is the tree, this is the root which withstands this tree, and despite severe storm, severe wind, it doesn't fall. So it is because of this anchoring earth, this earth, surface of the earth, which holds it tightly with the earth due to its roots. Roots hold the tree tightly. It is to be roped tight. Now when its roots are exposed, it is to be roped and tied and pulled out, snapped out. It is attacked. It is severely attacked and pulled out, or pulled out entirely. It is to be pulled out entirely. Its roots are exposed. They need to be exposed completely so that new trees, if any part of the root is there in the soil, it is possible that again a small tree will grow from these roots. So it is to be dug out completely so that there are no chances of any new tree to grow. In the same way, we have different evils in our society. To combat these evils, to check these evils, to remove these evils, we need to make an effort. We need to make we need to uproot the very source of the evil, because the evil spreads the lesser evils, the small evils. It invites other evils. So the root of the evil needs to be discovered, needs to be needs to be find out, so that this there are no chances of other evils to separate in the society. So now in the second stanza, the poet says, "Out from the earth cave and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth." Now, when we have exposed the tree, then when it is entirely cut, when it is entirely exposed, its roots are entirely exposed, and we are sure that they are exposed, and then we are able only to kill this tree out from the earth cave. Now the tree forms an earth cave when we dig deep into soil, and we see a trench, a sort of trench is formed inside the earth. It is because of the roots, they are very deep, and when the tree is cut, we see a kind of trench. A kind of trench is formed, and this trench the poet calls it cave, because it is because of this deep cave the roots hold the tree strong, and the strength of the tree exposed. We need to expose the strength of the tree when it's cave, when we dig out its cave, the source white and wet. Now the poet explains what is the root. What is the root? The root is white and wet. It is white. There are different colors of roots, and sometimes it can be white, sometimes it can be of some other color, but it is wet also, because it is the root which gives nutrients, minerals, supply minerals from extract minerals from the earth, and supply it to the tree. That is why the roots are white and wet. They are wet. The most sensitive hidden. It is very sensitive. When we touch the roots, they look very soft, but they are sensitive. But they are hidden inside the ground. They separate inside the ground and give support to the tree and help it to grow into a stronger tree, and tall and strong tree. The most sensitive hidden, but it is hidden sensitively. It is hidden inside the earth for years inside the earth. It is not for weeks, it's not for years, it is not but for months, it's for centuries there. This gives support to the tree for centuries together. So when the tree is cut, it's not enough to cut the tree, but what we have to do of cutting the tree, when it is exposed, when we have exposed the roots, when we have cut the tree, then still the job is not complete. What we have to do, then the matter of scorching and choking, then this tree needs to be put outside in the sun, in the scorching heat of the sun. It will burn it, it will change its color. In sun and air and sunlight will change its color, browning, hardening, because it will completely die. Its life will extinct. There are no chances of any kind of life in the tree. So when it is put exposed in the sunlight, in the scorching sunlight, it will die. And browning, hardening. Browning means it will completely destruct in the sunlight and in the air. Hardening, and when it is put in the sunlight, in the open, in the sunlight, it will change its color. Its color will be changed when it will dry up, and it will also become hard. It will also become hard, twisting, and also it will twist. We see some wood, when put into sunlight for some time, for a long time, it twists. It twists. Weathering, not only twist, but withering. It also withers. It will completely vanish. It will completely destroy. There are no chances of life in this tree when it is put inside, when it is put before the sunlight in the open. and then it is done, and then you can claim that you have killed the tree. If it is simply cut, but it is then also it is left unattended, then it is not enough. It can sprout again. So it is to be cut and it's to be put in the scorching sunlight, and also so that its color will change and it will become hard and it will twist and it will wither at last. So it will completely destroy. So then you can claim that you have killed the tree. But it is not in fact the tree which we are killing, but it is in fact the evil which needs to be uprooted. Which needs to be uprooted. We have to see the source of the evil. We have to see the evil is also deep rooted. It is also deep rooted. All its means need to be find out. Its sources need to be find out. So when we find out the sources of the evil, there are least chances that the evil will spread in the society. So if they are left unattended, then the more evil will spread, because an evil invites another evil. So this is a message for this author. This poet gives us a message that to remove the evil from the society, we have to make a combined effort. We need to make a combined effort so our society will not be infected with these social evils. There are different evils in the society, but to be responsible citizens and to be the faithful citizens of the state, we need to live in harmony, and we need to live a life. We need to live a life of peace and prosperity. It is only possible because when there is integrity, there is religious integrity, when there is communal integrity, when there is no distinction on the basis of color, caste, or religion, or this language, no linguistic disparity, no religious disparity. We all live under this earth, but it is only possible when all evils are uprooted, so that all will love each other, so that the evil, there is no chances of evil to separate in the society. So this was the message of this poet, how to remove the evils from the society, and how a society can be constructed on good lines, so that each and every citizen will be a faithful citizen of the state, and he will inculcate good habits, and evil will be removed from the society, so that the country, the nation, but entire world will prosper and live and lead a life of peace and tranquility. Thank you. This was all for today. Tomorrow we will take, inshallah, another poem. So this is all for today.